Good morning, afternoon, evening. Today, I want to share a truth so transformative that once you grasp it, you will unlock an endless stream of victories in your life. It is not a secret kept by the fortunate few, but a universal law accessible to anyone willing to understand and apply it. The secret lies within you in the way you think, feel, and believe about yourself and the world. It begins with this profound realization: you are the creator of your reality. What if I told you that the circumstances you see in your life today are nothing but a mirror of your inner state? Every triumph, every setback, it all stems from the assumptions you hold about yourself and your life. Here's the key: assume you are already the person you want to become. Imagine your goals as already achieved. Close your eyes and feel the joy, the pride, the peace of having accomplished everything you desire. This is not daydreaming. It is the deliberate use of your imagination, the very faculty that shapes your destiny. But here's the challenge you must live in the end. You must persistently act, think, and feel as though your vision is already real. Do not let doubt creep in, for doubt is the only thing that can undo this process. Many give up too soon, saying, "I'll believe it when I see it." But the true winners of life know this: you will see it when you believe it. Faith is your most powerful tool. It is the bridge between your present state and the life you desire. Even when your senses scream otherwise, hold firm to your vision. Let no temporary setback sway your conviction. Finally, recognize this: you attract what you are, not what you want. To win consistently, you must adopt the identity of a winner. Speak, act, and think as though you are already victorious, and the universe will rearrange itself to make it so. This is the secret that changes everything. It is not luck or chance, it is a law as dependable as gravity. Once you understand it, you will never stop winning. The foundation of success, happiness, and fulfillment lies in understanding the transformative power of assumption. Assumption is not merely about wishful thinking or casual daydreaming. It is the deliberate act of accepting something as true, regardless of its current manifestation in the physical world. What you assume about yourself and your circumstances has a profound impact on the reality you experience. This principle is not just a concept to be pondered, it is a law of life, a universal truth that governs how we shape our existence. At the core of this idea is the realization that your inner beliefs and assumptions create your outer world. Your reality is not determined by external circumstances or the actions of others, but by the mental state you cultivate within yourself. Many people spend their lives reacting to the world around them, believing that they are at the mercy of events, other people, or random chance. However, this perspective is fundamentally flawed. The truth is, life responds to you, it mirrors your inner world. Whatever you assume to be true, whether consciously or unconsciously, will manifest in your experience. To grasp the power of assumption, you must first recognize that your mind is the creator of your reality. Every thought, feeling, and belief carries a specific frequency, and this frequency attracts corresponding experiences. If you consistently assume that you are unlucky, undeserving, or incapable, your life will reflect these assumptions. Conversely, if you assume success, abundance, and joy, you will begin to see these qualities manifest in your life. This is not magic or mysticism, it is a law as reliable as gravity. Your thoughts and assumptions are the seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your mind, and the harvest you reap will always match the seeds you sow. The key to harnessing the power of assumption is to cultivate awareness of your thoughts and beliefs. Many of us operate on autopilot, allowing negative or limiting assumptions to dictate our lives without even realizing it. These assumptions often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or the influence of others. However, it is essential to understand that these beliefs are not immutable truths, they are simply habits of thought that can be changed. Begin by examining the assumptions you hold about yourself and your life. Are they empowering or limiting? Do they align with the reality you wish to create? For instance, if you desire financial prosperity but assume that money is hard to come by or that wealth is reserved for others, you are inadvertently blocking the flow of abundance into your life. To change this, you must consciously adopt new assumptions that align with your goals. Assume that you are worthy of financial abundance, that opportunities flow effortlessly to you, and that wealth is your natural state. As you persist in these new assumptions, your reality will begin to shift accordingly. One of the most powerful aspects of assumption is its ability to bypass the limitations of the physical senses. The senses often deceive us, presenting a fragmented and incomplete picture of reality. When you rely solely on what you can see, hear, touch, taste, or smell, you limit yourself to the realm of what already exists. Assumption, however, allows you to transcend the evidence of the senses and access the infinite possibilities of the unseen. By assuming your desired outcome is already true, you bring it into being, even if there is no immediate physical evidence to support it. For example, consider the case of someone aspiring to a successful career. If they look around and see only obstacles, lack of opportunities, competition, or personal shortcomings, they may feel discouraged. But if they assume success as their inevitable reality, their thoughts, feelings, and actions will align with this assumption. They will approach challenges with confidence, attract opportunities through their energy and mindset, and persist in the face of adversity. Over time, their assumption of success will crystallize into tangible achievements. The power of assumption is not limited to specific goals or circumstances. It applies to every aspect of life. Whether you seek better relationships, improved health, personal growth, or spiritual fulfillment, the principle remains the same. Assume the state of being you wish to experience, and the world will conform to your assumption. This does not mean that you ignore the present reality or deny your current challenges. Instead, it means that you shift your focus from what is to what could be, from limitations to possibilities. It is important to note that assumption requires faith and persistence. The process may not yield immediate results, and there will be moments when doubt and fear arise. In such times, remind yourself that the outer world is merely a reflection of your past assumptions, and it may take time for new assumptions to materialize. Do not waver in your belief. Hold steadfast to the vision of your desired reality, and trust in the unseen forces that are working to bring it to fruition. Assumption also requires emotional involvement. It is not enough to intellectually accept a new belief, you must feel it to be true. Emotions are the fuel that energizes your assumptions and accelerates their manifestation. When you assume a new reality, immerse yourself in the emotions associated with it. Feel the joy, gratitude, and satisfaction of already having what you desire. This emotional resonance strengthens your assumption and amplifies its creative power. Ultimately, the power of assumption is a gift that enables you to take control of your life. It empowers you to rise above circumstances, to overcome limitations, and to create a reality that reflects your highest aspirations. By consciously choosing your assumptions, you become the master of your destiny, shaping your world according to your vision. Remember, the world is not happening to you, it is responding to you. Whatever you assume to be true will become your truth. So dare to assume the best. Assume abundance, success, love, and joy. Assume that you are worthy, capable, and destined for greatness. As you embrace this truth and live by it, you will discover the incredible power within you to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. The power of assumption is not just a secret, it is the key to an extraordinary life. Imagination is the cornerstone of creation. It is the hidden architect behind every invention, every advancement, and every extraordinary achievement in human history. Yet, its power is often misunderstood or underestimated, relegated to the realm of mere fantasy or escapism. What many fail to grasp is that imagination is not only a tool for entertainment or daydreaming, it is the creative force that shapes reality itself. The life you live today is a reflection of the images you have held in your imagination, consciously or unconsciously. To understand this truth is to unlock an extraordinary ability to consciously design your destiny. Imagination is more than mental exercise. It is the ability to create vivid images, ideas, and scenarios in your mind and believe in their potential to become real. Every great achievement began as a seed in someone's imagination. The skyscrapers that touch the clouds, the technology that connects the world, and the art that stirs the soul, all of these began as visions in the mind of their creators. What separates those who succeed from those who do not is their willingness to embrace their imagination as a legitimate source of power and their ability to act on the visions it provides. Many people dismiss imagination because it operates in the realm of the unseen. They rely solely on the evidence of their senses and their current circumstances, forgetting that everything they see around them was once invisible. Before a house is built, it exists in the architect's imagination. Before a novel is published, it lives in the writer's mind. The imagination is the blueprint for creation, and nothing comes into existence without first being imagined. To truly harness the power of imagination, you must learn to use it with intention. This begins with recognizing that your imagination is not bound by the limitations of the physical world. In your mind, you are free to explore infinite possibilities, unrestricted by time, space, or circumstance. You can imagine yourself as healthy, successful, loved, and fulfilled, even if your current reality suggests otherwise. The key is to embrace these visions with conviction, allowing them to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions. One of the most profound aspects of imagination is its ability to evoke emotions. When you vividly imagine a desired outcome, your mind and body respond as though it is already happening. This emotional response is a critical component of the creative process. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and they serve as a powerful catalyst for manifestation. When you feel the joy, excitement, or gratitude of achieving your goal, you align yourself with its vibration and draw it closer to you. Consider a person who dreams of financial freedom. If they focus solely on their current struggles, they may feel trapped and hopeless. But if they use their imagination to envision a life of abundance, seeing themselves living comfortably, paying off debts, and experiencing financial ease, they begin to shift their energy. By holding on to this vision and immersing themselves in the emotions it generates, they start to attract opportunities, ideas, and circumstances that align with their imagined reality. However, imagination must be used deliberately and consistently. It is not enough to imagine your desired outcome once and then return to old patterns of doubt and negativity. The mind is like a garden, and your imagination is the gardener. If you plant seeds of success, love, and abundance but fail to nurture them, they will wither and die. To see the fruits of your imagination, you must tend to it daily, reinforcing your vision and allowing it to take root in your consciousness. One powerful technique for cultivating imagination is visualization. This practice involves creating detailed mental images of your desired outcome and experiencing it as though it is already real. Visualization is not a passive activity. It requires focus, clarity, and emotional involvement. The more vividly you can imagine your goal, the more real it becomes to your mind. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept this imagined reality as true, and your actions naturally align with its fulfillment. Another important aspect of imagination is its ability to inspire action. While imagination is a powerful force, it is not a substitute for effort. Rather, it serves as a guide, providing you with the vision and motivation to take meaningful steps toward your goals. When you use your imagination to create a clear picture of what you want, you gain a sense of purpose and direction. This clarity helps you recognize opportunities, make better decisions, and overcome obstacles. It is also essential to protect your imagination from negativity. Just as positive thoughts and images can create desirable outcomes, negative ones can bring about undesirable results. Be mindful of the influences you allow into your mind, whether they come from your own fears and doubts or from external sources such as the opinions of others or the media. Guard your imagination fiercely and feed it only with images and ideas that support your highest aspirations. The beauty of imagination is that it is available to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. You do not need wealth, status, or special skills to use it. All you need is the willingness to believe in its power. Even in the most challenging situations, imagination offers a way forward. It allows you to see beyond your current reality and envision a better future. It gives you the courage to dream big and the confidence to pursue your goals. Ultimately, imagination is the key to transformation. It is the bridge between the life you have and the life you desire. By using your imagination intentionally and persistently, you can create a reality that reflects their reflected aspirations. Remember, the world you see around you is not fixed or immutable. It is malleable, shaped by the power of your mind. Dare to imagine boldly, and you will discover that there are no limits to what you can achieve. The power of imagination is not just a concept, it is a profound truth that when embraced, has the potential to change everything. Living in the end is one of the most powerful principles for achieving your dreams and goals. It is the practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the assumption that your desired outcome is already a reality. This idea is not merely about wishful thinking or pretending. It is about embodying the state of being that corresponds to the life you want to create. When you live in the end, you step into the version of yourself who has already achieved your desires, and in doing so, you activate the creative forces necessary to bring your vision into existence. To live in the end is to transcend the constraints of your current circumstances. Most people approach life reactively, basing their feelings and actions on what they see and experience in the present moment. They allow their external reality to dictate their internal state. However, this approach is limiting because it perpetuates a cycle in which the outer world continuously reinforces the same patterns. Living in the end breaks this cycle by shifting your focus from what is to what could be. It allows you to create from a place of intention rather than reaction. The essence of living in the end is believing so deeply in your desired outcome that it feels as real to you as your current reality. This belief is not about ignoring your present circumstances or denying your challenges. Instead, it is about choosing to focus your energy on the future you want to experience rather than the limitations of the present. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you align yourself with the frequency of your desired reality, and the outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner state. Emotions play a crucial role in this process. To live in the end, you must cultivate the emotions that correspond to your desired outcome. If you want to experience love, feel love now. If you want to achieve success, feel the pride and satisfaction of success now. Your emotions act as a magnet, drawing to you experiences that match their vibrational frequency. This is why living in the end is not just an intellectual exercise. It requires full emotional involvement. When you feel as though your desire is already fulfilled, you send a powerful signal to the universe that accelerates its manifestation. Living in the end also requires imagination. Your mind is a powerful tool for creating vivid mental images of your desired reality. When you close your eyes and visualize your goal as already accomplished, you activate the creative forces within you. The more detailed and lifelike your visualization, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. Over time, this imagined reality begins to influence your thoughts, actions, and decisions, guiding you toward the fulfillment of your desire. One of the most transformative aspects of living in the end is its impact on your identity. When you live as though your desire is already fulfilled, you begin to embody the qualities and characteristics of the person you want to become. If your goal is to become a successful entrepreneur, living in the end means adopting the mindset, habits, and confidence of a successful entrepreneur today. This shift in identity is critical because you attract what aligns with your self-concept. When you see yourself as the person who has already achieved your goals, you naturally draw experiences and opportunities that reinforce this identity. Living in the end is not always easy, especially when your current circumstances seem to contradict your vision. Doubt, fear, and frustration can arise, tempting you to abandon your belief in the unseen. However, it is essential to remember that the outer world is a reflection of your past thoughts and assumptions. It may take time for your new beliefs to materialize, but persistence is key. Do not allow temporary setbacks to shake your faith. Hold steadfast to your vision, knowing that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring it to fruition. Another important aspect of living in the end is inspired action. While belief and visualization are powerful tools, they must be accompanied by action. This does not mean forcing or struggling to make things happen. Instead, it means taking actions that feel aligned with your vision and trusting that the right opportunities will present themselves at the right time. When you live in the end, you approach life with a sense of purpose and confidence, and this mindset naturally leads to actions that support your goals. Living in the end also requires a degree of detachment. This may seem counterintuitive, but detachment does not mean indifference or lack of desire. It means releasing the need for control and trusting the process. When you live in the end, you do not worry about how or when your desire will manifest. You trust that it is already done, and allow the universe to handle the details. This trust creates a sense of peace and allows you to remain focused on your vision without being consumed by doubt or anxiety. The beauty of living in the end is that it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you live as though your desire is already fulfilled, you no longer dwell on what you do not have. Instead, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the reality you are creating. This gratitude further amplifies your manifestation efforts as it reinforces the feeling of abundance and fulfillment. Ultimately, living in the end is a way of life. It is a practice of aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your highest aspirations. It is a declaration of faith in the unseen and a commitment to your vision. By living in the end, you step into your power as a creator and take control of your destiny. You no longer wait for circumstances to change, you change your inner world and allow the outer world to follow. When you master the art of living in the end, you unlock the ability to create a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. You realize that you are not a passive observer of your reality, but an active participant in its creation. The life you desire is not something you must chase, it is something you must become. And as you live in the end, you discover that the journey is as beautiful as the destination, for every moment is infused with the joy of your imagined reality becoming real. Faith beyond the senses is a profound principle that invites you to believe in the unseen, to trust in outcomes that are not yet visible, and to live with certainty in the fulfillment of your desires regardless of external circumstances. It is the capacity to look past the physical world and hold steadfast to your vision, even when there is no tangible evidence to support it. This kind of faith is not about blind hope or wishful thinking. It is a deliberate, powerful state of inner conviction that aligns you with the creative forces of the universe. Most people are conditioned to rely on their physical senses to define reality. They believe only in what they can see, hear, touch, taste, or smell, and anything beyond the scope of their immediate perception is dismissed as unrealistic or impossible. However, the senses are inherently limited. They can only perceive what already exists in the physical world. To create something new, to bring a dream or vision into reality, you must move beyond the constraints of sensory perception and engage with the unseen. Faith beyond the senses begins with understanding that your current reality is not fixed or permanent. It is merely a reflection of your past thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. If you continue to allow your senses to dictate your perception of what is possible, you will remain trapped in a cycle of repeating the same experiences. To break free from this cycle, you must cultivate faith in a reality that exists beyond the evidence of your senses. This faith is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. At its core, faith beyond the senses requires a deep trust in the creative power of your mind. The physical world is not separate from your inner world. It is a reflection of it. Everything that exists in the material realm first existed as an idea or a thought in someone's mind. The buildings you walk past, the technology you use, the art that inspires you, all of these began as intangible concepts. They became reality because someone had the faith to believe in their vision, even when no one else could see it. Faith beyond the senses is an active and dynamic process. It is not enough to passively wish for your desires to come true. You must actively embody the state of having already achieved them. This means thinking, feeling, and acting as though your vision is already a reality. When you hold this state of being with unwavering conviction, you send a powerful message to the universe that your desire is not only possible but inevitable. Over time, the outer world begins to rearrange itself to match your inner belief. One of the greatest challenges of faith beyond the senses is maintaining it in the face of doubt and opposition. The physical world often presents evidence that seems to contradict your vision, and it can be tempting to give in to fear or skepticism. However, true faith requires you to remain steadfast, even when the path ahead is unclear. It is in these moments of uncertainty that faith is most powerful. By refusing to be swayed by temporary appearances and holding firm belief in the unseen, you strengthen your ability to create the reality you desire. Faith beyond the senses also demands patience and persistence. Manifestation is not always instantaneous. It often requires time for your inner vision to materialize in the physical world. During this period, it is essential to remain focused on your goal and trust in the process. Impatience and doubt can weaken your faith and slow down the manifestation of your desires. Instead, practice gratitude for the progress you have made and continue to nurture your belief in the inevitability of your vision. Emotions play a vital role in cultivating faith beyond the senses. When you align your feelings with your desired outcome, you create a powerful resonance that accelerates the manifestation process. This is why it is important to cultivate emotions such as joy, gratitude, and confidence as though your vision is already fulfilled. By doing so, you shift your energy to match the frequency of your desire, making it easier for the universe to bring it into your reality. Visualization is one of the most effective tools for developing faith beyond the senses. When you close your eyes and imagine your desired outcome in vivid detail, you engage your mind in the creative process. Visualization allows you to bypass the limitations of the physical senses and focus solely on the reality you wish to create. The more vividly you can imagine your goal, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. Over time, this imagined reality begins to influence your thoughts, actions, and external circumstances. Another key aspect of faith beyond the senses is detachment. While it is important to have a clear vision of your desire, you must also release the need to control how or when it will manifest. Detachment does not mean giving up on your goals. It means trusting that the universe is working on your behalf and allowing the process to unfold naturally. When you cling too tightly to your vision or obsess over the details, you create resistance that can delay its manifestation. By letting go and trusting in the unseen, you create space for your desires to come to fruition. Faith beyond the senses is a transformative practice that empowers you to take control of your life. It invites you to rise above the limitations of your current reality and embrace the infinite possibilities that exist in the unseen. By believing in your vision, even when there is no physical evidence to support it, you activate the creative forces necessary to bring it into being. This kind of faith requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to trust in the unknown, but the rewards are profound. Ultimately, faith beyond the senses is the key to unlocking your full potential as a creator. It allows you to move beyond the constraints of your circumstances and design a life that aligns with your deepest desires. By cultivating this faith, you tap into the limitless power of your imagination and align yourself with the flow of abundance and possibility. The journey may not always be easy, but with faith beyond the senses, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve anything you set your mind to. The unseen world is where all creation begins, and by embracing this truth, you can transform your life in ways you never thought possible. The principle of assuming it is done is one of the most transformative ideas you can embrace when working to manifest your desires. It is a mindset and a practice that shifts your focus from hoping and wishing for a better future to embodying the certainty that your desire is already fulfilled. This shift is not just a mental exercise, but a profound act of faith and alignment with the creative forces of the universe. When you assume it is done, you step into the version of yourself who has already achieved your goal. And this state of being becomes a powerful catalyst for turning your vision into reality. To assume it is done means to live as though your desire has already manifested. It requires you to think, feel, and act in alignment with the reality you wish to create. Instead of waiting for external circumstances to change before you feel joy, peace, or success, you cultivate those feelings now. This inner transformation is the key to creating lasting change in your outer world, because your reality is a reflection of your inner state. One of the most significant aspects of assuming it is done is the emotional shift it creates. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and they play a crucial role in shaping your reality. When you consistently feel the emotions associated with your fulfilled desire, whether it's gratitude, love, excitement, or confidence, you align yourself with the frequency of your goal. This alignment acts as a magnet, attracting experiences, opportunities, and people that resonate with your desired reality. Assuming it is done also means letting go of doubt and uncertainty. Many people approach their goals with a mindset of "I'll believe it when I see it." But this attitude places the power outside of themselves. True manifestation requires the opposite approach, believing in your vision so deeply that it becomes more real to you than your current circumstances. This belief is not blind faith, it is a deliberate choice to focus your attention and energy on what you want rather than what you fear or lack. The practice of assuming it is done can be challenging, especially when your current reality seems to contradict your vision. It is natural for doubts to arise when you don't see immediate results or when obstacles appear in your path. However, it is in these moments that your commitment to your vision is most important. Remember that the physical world often lags behind the inner transformation. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your desires require time to manifest fully. By maintaining your assumption that it is done, you allow the creative process to unfold without interference. Visualization is a powerful tool for reinforcing the assumption that it is done. When you visualize your desired outcome, you create a mental image that aligns with your goal. The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. As you immerse yourself in this imagined reality, you begin to feel and act as though it is already true. This practice not only strengthens your belief in your vision, but also helps you stay focused and motivated. Another key element of assuming it is done is inspired action. While the practice involves a strong focus on your inner state, it is not a passive process. You must take steps toward your goal, but these actions should come from a place of alignment and confidence rather than fear or desperation. When you assume your desire is already fulfilled, you naturally take actions that reflect this belief. These actions feel effortless and inspired because they are guided by your inner certainty. Detachment is also an essential part of assuming it is done. While it may seem counterintuitive, detachment does not mean giving up on your goal. It means releasing the need to control how or when it will manifest. When you cling too tightly to your vision or obsess over the details, you create resistance that can slow down the process. By letting go and trusting in the natural flow of the universe, you create space for your desire to unfold in the best possible way. Gratitude is a powerful practice that complements the assumption that it is done. When you express gratitude for your desire as though it is already fulfilled, you reinforce your belief in its reality. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance, helping you cultivate a positive and receptive mindset. This attitude of gratitude not only accelerates the manifestation process, but also enhances your overall sense of well-being. Assuming it is done also requires consistency and persistence. It is not enough to occasionally believe in your vision or sporadically feel the emotions associated with its fulfillment. You must make this state of being your default mode of operation. This consistency strengthens your faith and aligns you more deeply with your desired reality. Over time, this alignment becomes second nature, and the outer world begins to reflect your inner state more quickly and effortlessly. One of the most liberating aspects of assuming it is done is the sense of peace and empowerment it brings. When you truly believe that your desire is already fulfilled, you no longer feel the need to struggle or strive. You can relax into the knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if the path is not immediately clear. This sense of trust allows you to enjoy the journey without being consumed by worry or impatience. Ultimately, the practice of assuming it is done is a profound act of self-mastery. It challenges you to take full responsibility for your life and to recognize the power you hold as a creator. By choosing to live in the state of your fulfilled desire, you align yourself with the infinite possibilities of the universe. You become the author of your reality, shaping your life according to your highest vision. The truth is that you are always creating, whether you are aware of it or not. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are constantly shaping your experience. By consciously assuming that your desires are already fulfilled, you harness this creative power in a deliberate and intentional way. You move from being a passive observer of your life to an active participant in its creation. And as you live from the assumption that it is done, you discover the joy, freedom, and it done that come aligning with your true potential. The principles of assuming it is done, living in faith beyond the senses, and embodying the state of your fulfilled desires empower you to take control of your reality. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the life you want to create, you activate the creative forces of the universe. Trust the process. Remain steadfast in your belief and let go of doubts. Your vision, when embraced with unwavering faith and deliberate practice, becomes inevitable. You hold the power to transform your life. The key lies in knowing it is already done.